faith, family, motherhood. Hello, it's Marissa Ulysses. I am a mom, author, and co-pastor. So I led in with that because that's actually what I'm going to be talking about today, why I've been absent for 2 years. I've been active on social media, but not as present on here. I recently started uploading some shorts on YouTube, but I wanted to come back and to share why I've been gone. And the reason for that is that my husband and I, we officially launched our church out here in Atlanta, Georgia. We launched to the public last year of September, but we started having like house meetings from like March. So that's why I've been gone. Also, I want to encourage you guys that if the Lord gives you something, do it. Despite what things may look like, despite how you may feel, despite the challenges, like seriously, just stick to it. Because my husband and I, when we first started the church, it was just, first of all, it was just the two of us and our kids. And then we met a young woman, and then she had ended up leaving states. And then it was two other people and their child, and then from there in March till now we have over 20 members. So please just stick with it, stick with it, and continue to trust God. There was many times where we thought things would look a certain way and they didn't, but the Lord always doubled and tripled our expectations. So keep that in mind. I do want to know, I did have 2 under 2 at the time when I was just beginning my YouTube journey. But now I have a 2 and 3 year old. So, and then soon to be at the end of the year, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old until the youngest becomes 3. But it was a lot going on, managing that and then building a church and also too maintaining a home. So since then, my husband and I have just been working really hard and building community, which has been an awesome thing, because that's something that we were praying about for the longest. I mean, Lord, send us community. We want to be around folks. My husband and I, we love to host people. We love to feed people. We just love being around people in general. So the Lord answered that, and we not only grew community, but we grew extended family. And I'm just amazed when I think about it, because, you know, it's one thing to always pray about something and then the Lord actually gives it to you. You treasure it all the more when you know where you were before. So that's really that. But as far as the church, we have been meeting every Sunday, 10 a.m. But we really believe that the Lord has sent us here to, as our motto is loving wild, reckless, and free, and that many will come to know the Lord as their first and true love, you know, and more. But with that being said, I can always go into that more deeper on a later video, but I've also been able to, I think I shared in another video very quickly that I wrote a book. So I've been able to go to different schools and partner with schools and libraries and showcase my book, and it's been amazing. And I have some really good news coming up soon as to some more things that I'm working on, and also too my content journey. Like, honestly, it's been really interesting because I started posting because I felt led by the Lord, and that's something that Holy Spirit was telling me to do. But then it came a point where things got a little off and I got a little too caught up with certain things, and I just felt the Lord saying to pause for a moment and to just take in the task at hand, which for me, most importantly, was the church, and really starting that out with my husband and our family, right? Making sure that things were good in-house. So I can definitely do another video on that too, and just sharing like how my content journey started, how it stopped, and how I perceived it, and all those different things. And now I'm actually back doing content again, but with a different lens. And I believe that in all things that we do, we should filter it through the hands of the Lord, outside of first asking him for permission and then praying. It's really filtering it out. Okay, what does this look like while I do it with you? Because we do nothing alone, but we're always in partnership with him. So there are all these different things that I had to learn and relearn in a new way that he was teaching me while being an author, while being a mother, while being a wife, while being a pastor now. So there are so many different dynamics that was important to establish before jumping around and doing other things, if that makes sense. So now that there has been a lot of foundations that have been poured out, rooted in prayer, most importantly, because we're not doing that. One thing we're gonna do is pray. So now that that's established, I'm really glad to come back now and to share more, and hoping that many of you, not only moms, but many of you parents and individuals are encouraged, because one thing I'm gonna do is be obedient. So this is what the Lord is telling me to do, and I am more than happy to be able to do it now, especially now being in a bigger space. We were in an apartment before, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it got pretty tight. Okay. Once our youngest started walking, I was like, oh dear Lord, like we thank you for this space. We're grateful, but it's really tight. So this home has been a blessing. So if you want to see more content in between me posting on YouTube, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Marissa Ulysses. It's the same thing. Don't want to make things complicated, but I am so truly grateful for each and every one of you. And I continued even throughout the 2 years of me not being active on YouTube to pray over you guys, to pray over the subscribers, to pray over those who maybe just kind of glanced at a video. I'm just grateful for each and every one of you. And I'm excited to see what the Lord does, not only in my journey on YouTube, but most importantly you guys, because I believe it's always a two-way street with the Lord. You give, but somebody always is also able to give back to you. Even in prayer, we give our adoration to him, we give our worship to him, and he refills us back up. So that's my prayer, and I'll be seeing you guys soon in another video. Bye.